y'all hearing me? Yeah, I can pretty well. I'm gonna move it up a little bit more though. The music is pretty loud too. Let's turn that shit down some more. Background music. Oh my god. Alright, let's start looking. There's a dumbbell on the floor and this is a blood stain. There's a blood stain on the dumbbell. The Monokuma file said a blow to the head with a blunt object is what killed her. Does that mean this dumbbell was actually the murder weapon?
That's right.
I don't imagine it could have been anything else. That makes sense. Look at the blood stain on the carpet. There's a flesh blood stain on the carpet. It must have been splattered with the blood during the murder. There's a word bloodlust written on the wall in blood. What's the meaning behind the bloodlust? I can feel the life draining out of my own body. Dead body. Chihiro's dead body.
Very strange.
But the more I look, there's a strange it seems the genocide Jack's handiwork. Well, but
what?
We still not sure he did it. Is that what you want to say? I wonder about that. I did not try to click, but it was the poster. There's a poster on some blood on it. It must have happened during the murder. That's not a truth bullet? Stop, Armando. Dude had a real complex about being weak. You heard your hero talk about it, right? All I need to do is get stronger. Yeah, I do remember she said that once. Sure did, which I guess explained the trip down here. Did she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl after all. Most girls aren't that strong. I don't know, man. Haven't really thought about that stuff. That's because Chihiro's complex. I can't wonder what it might be. Mondo's account. I've been added to the true bullets. I use this locker room all the time. Now it has become the site of Chihiro's death. But why was she killed in the locker room? Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else, then carried here. She was very light, that is true. But it wouldn't be hard for someone to carry her, but still. I still think she came here on her own by choice. What makes you say that? She's been talking a lot lately on how she wanted to get stronger. So you're saying she came here to exercise? But according to the Monokuma file, apparently she was killed around 2 in the morning. Would she really have been exercising that late?
Perhaps.
Hino or myself are usually in the locker room during the day, so she was probably avoiding it then. Avoiding it? Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up. So I can only assume she was trying to avoid us. And instead, she came here to exercise in the middle of the night.
However,
perhaps, but it's difficult for me to imagine she would come here alone. She didn't want to start exercising, but she was specifically mentioned she could do it by herself. She needed more support from others. So you're saying that she could have came here in the middle of the night to train in secret, but that she also would have come here with someone else. It is a possibility, I think. That makes sense. Now I believe it's about time for us to move on. Huh? Already?
what?
New clues won't magically appear standing around here. We need to check every aspect of this case. That's true, but
Let's go.
if you're satisfied, let's hurry up and proceed. He's so pushy. I got caught up with the wrong person this time. I wanted to go with Kyoko again. First things first, let's go to the boys' locker room. Huh? This place is related to the investigation. Figure it out for yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right? It's not even the scene of crime, idiot. What are you yapping about? Yakuya? You bitch ass. My bad, y'all. see anything. This? There's a bunch of different correlated items on the shelf. I hope he don't yap at me, bro. The door? If I remember right, this card reader is meant to work with our handbooks, right? Do you have an issue with it? If so, you should take it up with Monokuma. He said that, then quickly talked to
Did you call for me?
Called for me? Has he been domesticated?
That's right.
It seems that Makoto has a question for you.
You need something?
Sure, what's up? It's just about the
Yeah?
card reader. Yes, the card readers have all been designed to interface with each of your e-handbooks. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to the gender listed on your individual handbook. And it's impossible for two people in a row to go through while the door is unlocked, correct?
Unbelievable.
There was some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl. The ceiling-mounted Gatling gun would immediate a Swiss cheese slaughter. Nah, Monokuma not playing. He trying to turn niggas into Swiss cheese. And the school regulations prohibit anyone from lending their handbook to anyone else, correct?
Of course.
Correctly correct. So then, that means only girls can go to the locker rooms and only boys can go to the boys' locker room. In other words, Chihiro's body being found in the girls' locker room really means, hey Makoto, I can see right through you. See right through me? Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been a girl. Been able to get in there.
In other words,
as such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get that right?
such ignorance.
Good lord, you're simple. But am I wrong? You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been right in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. I wouldn't expect anything less from the prodigal son of the noble Togami family. So you managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations. Knowing you, I would bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement to things. You're treating me like a puny little appetizer instead of the main course that I am. Now then, since the dead can't actually talk, they're not people anymore, they're things.
Yep.
Get it? Got it? Good. Wait, hold on, you're saying that that's a loophole, but in order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone would have to loan it, so,
Why you?
so sleepy. Just listen to it makes me want to pass out. Be more like Byakuya and get their group together. Or else I'll charge you with criminal negligence. No more questions. Figure out the rest on your damn own.
That's fine.
Well, I know you are officially lacking in mental facility, so I feel you myself. Let's head to the main hall. The main hall? That'll help you understand what's going on. Card reader has been added to the troop wallets. We came to the main hall. So what are we looking for here? Let me have to figure it out myself. There's a mailbox here. Could be something inside. It's an e-handbook. Oh wait, there's 3 of them. What are they doing here? So you finally found them. Huh? Did you know these were Byakuya? We're here? I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. It seems like there's a system in place where the handbooks of dead students gets delivered to this mailbox. So then, these 3 handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayaka. You can go ahead and confirm it yourself. I immediately turned on one of the handbooks, and when I did, this is Sayaka's handbook. Now do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier. Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it. You should pay closer attention to the regulations. I see, now I understand.
What?
Hold on a second.
Very
What's
strange.
Wrong? That's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on. Is it broken? Whose is it? The other handbook shows Juko name when I looked at it. Then the one on the right must be Leon's,
I
right?
see.
It would make sense, yes. Don't come here with that. Hummel with baseballs. I don't care about WoW. You're right. It wouldn't be surprised for the handbooks during that kind of assault.
Damn it!
Hey. Hey! What? That's the E-handbook is essential to a student's life here. Crucial interrogate instrument. A super big deal. There's no way it would break that easily. But it
That's
is.
impossible!
I say it wouldn't break. It wouldn't freaking break. It can withstand 10 tons of pressure and it's waterproof up to 100 meters. Okay? I don't care how many baseballs you hit it with. It wouldn't do crap. But even my amazing handbook does have one single weakness.
I can't hear you!
But it's a secret. I won't let you go breaking any more handbooks.
What?
Now Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing that it was his weakness was. Hard to say. You know what I think? I think this handbook isn't actually broken. But you might ask, how could that be? Leaving the question hanging there, Monokuma disappeared. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's undeniable fact that it's not turning on.
That's fine.
Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now. Either way, something about it still bothers me. Okay, then, this should be enough for things to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation and track down the true culprit. Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro. To be exact, not quite. Yeah. What do you mean by that, Byakuya? To be exact, not quite. Certainly, I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. Do you really think? You really believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed
myself.
Absolutely. I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit of the case. The murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right? There's nobody else it can be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre, brutal method. But like a ghost attacking suddenly, then slipping away, the police can catch up to them. What nickname did the killer give to this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack. They say he's killed thousands of people, but that's gotta be an urban legend. Still, could one of us really be demented psycho killer like that? You're not wrong to wonder. But words mean little right now. I have something that will prove it, and I can show you. Well?
Don't make me repeat.
I have a basis that Levi shared them. Is there really proof? There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide the evidence.
It's all clear now.
Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. Evidence that something like that really happened. Ah, hey, you two. Big trouble, we need your help.
I don't have time to play with
We're
you.
busy, leave us alone.
I mean...
It's an emergency. Come on, please, you gotta help me. What you yapping about, bro?
Please!
This is a serious emergency. Please, you gotta help me. Just calm down, okay, Hino? But this is an emergency. An emergency? What happened? Something's wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange. Well, I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do,
strange.
Since it's Toko, I must admit I'm intrigued. I suppose we could take a second to see what's going on.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Don't make me repeat my... Okay, you said it yourself. I didn't expect that. I'm sure if you just say no.
Yeah!
Okay, come on, hurry. Wait for us.
Let's go.
It looks like she headed to the dorms to Toko's room, most likely. Yeah, you're right. Is Toko inside some kind of emergency? Come on, Hina. You guys are too slow. I think you were too fast.
So,
Well, after what happened in the girls' locker, we left Toko in there, so she just couldn't lay down. After a while, we came back to her room, see how she's doing, but when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out. She kept saying all this weird stuff.
That's fine.
You should try talking to her ourselves. Good idea. Guess we'll give it a shot. This one swung open inside. Holy crap. An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
Oh, nothing. It's just that, Hina was really worried about you, holding yourself up in your room.
leave me alone.
Yeah, sure thing. But, could you open up, just for a second?
Won't I'll allow it.
Huh?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control.
And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that? She's been acting like that the whole time when I arranged a little while ago. I'll drive out the killer, drive out the murderous fiend. It doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust her door down. But it felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it. Toka was scared enough to even bar her door. Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toka was so scared? Whatever it is, I'm pretty worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her? You bitch. Hey Byakuya, you think you can ask her to come out of her room? I mean,
That's fine.
sure, whatever. Are you gonna talk to her, Byakuya? Wow, I guess you can be nice when you want to. Byakuya stood in front of the door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. After a few moments.
What do you want?
It's Byakuya.
It's Byakuya. Couldn't keep her from her. Don't worry, never let Genocide Jack have control ever again. And with that, the door slammed shut. Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off. And there's nothing we can do. Let's all go back to the crime scene. Hey Byakuya, what was Tokoro talking about now?
What?
Something about a promise? Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure.
Stop talking.
If I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her. Oh yeah, okay. I'll stay here and keep an eye on her.
Let's go.
Oh, then let's go. Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. Byakuya! And I hurried to catch up. Like, why is bro being such a dickhead? All the time. I tried. He didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept on walking toward his destination. Finally, his feet brought up to a stop in front of a certain room. The library? Come on, let's go in. There's no clues here. We need to check somewhere else. That's not what I'm trying to check, bitch. Knock it off. What is the text on that right now? Come on, bro. Oh, I know where you need to go, gang. Hit that little archive. If I remember on the other side of this door. It's the archive, right? Hurry up and go inside.
Let's go.
It'll make sense if you want to inside. Whoa, there's so many books and files. Such a dust, too.
So, in other words,
I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. I'm gonna just talk to you, bro. Graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing any normal person would ever want to look at. Be careful. What do you mean? All those files are investigating reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing you'd expect to be. So, if you pay attention to your surroundings, you'll be sure to discover the values for yourself.
that's enough.
Those documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They did tell people, all the people who control the world from behind the scenes, dangerous truth for a common. You mean like members of the Diet or something? No, I mean like the ones with real power, the secret council controlling everything from the shadows. If you're ready to be disappeared for it, take a look. There's some very interesting people in there. You're just kidding, right? Am I? I'll just let it go for now. Bro, we gotta look at those at some point. This shelf is stuffed with typed files. Without really thinking, I just picked on a random one. Why you have a sharp eye indeed to select that file?
That's right.
That's the report on the presidential assassination. The original is kept at the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up for peeking at it. without making a sound, return to the file shader. Bro. Like, bro, you telling us to look at stuff and then you're telling us to put it back. What do you want me to do? Dumbass nigga. Sorry. There's a wooden box or something. I was joking about it. I wonder what it was. There was an extender cord plug-in in it. And it proved very useful while I was in the library. An extension cord, huh? Bro, that's not what I'm clicking on. It's a desk lamp. Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw Miyake.
What?
Do you have a problem with that lamp? Sitting before when I moved it there. It's dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. So are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in this library is because of this room right here.
Interesting.
It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would see. Isn't it magnificent? This can't be for real, right?
Such ignorance.
That's your guy's problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your reality, you're labeled a lie. But it's not just that. It's just not like I totally refuse to believe it, but I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all this together? I suppose it just goes to show how hope he truly wields it, perhaps. The mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. It's no use. I can't keep up with all this. It's just unreal. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? What about you? How can you truly believe it so easily? Things like this are actually impossible. What do you mean usually? Usual? Normal? Ordinary? Simple? Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Nah, he don't. Besides, what you consider based on your common sense, right? What you make you think your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here, I generally have reviewed them multiple times, so there's no doubt. Hold on a second. You're saying you read all these documents more than once? Well, all this has to be like top secret confidential stuff, right? So why? My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Members of the Togabi family have access to any variant of the government document related. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How's that possible?
So, in other words,
I already told you, there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of the council. And I have within me the bloodline that allows me to one day bend the world to my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all the levels of this world backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim without a doubt that the materials gathered in this library are the real thing. This is beyond believing or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than an actual mastermind. And what always interests me most were the cold case police investigation reports. Reading through those reports have been like a hobby of mine ever since I was little. An excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports. And among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. As he talked about, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf.
that's right.
This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding Genocide Jack and the cases have been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin with, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack. Excuse me, y'all. There are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their body are suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust is written in the blood and the victim body is suspended. That's exactly the same what happened to Chihiro. Sure, you're surprised, the best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic where the victims are suspended, the only ones who knew about the particular fact are the police and the higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever find out. In other words, there's no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about the aspects of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about the act of mounting the victim. Now, if you could recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in the fashion. So how could the killer have known about suspending the victim?
That's right.
That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
So in other words,
The culprit isn't a copycat killer. It's the real Genocide Jack.
in other words,
That's right. There is evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. The Genocide Jack really is. Such a brutal, fiendish killer is walking around among us.
interesting.
Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever be a part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret a clue or two.
Such ignorance.
If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. You really think I'm finna get on my knees for you, boy? You're crazy. Could you let me
That's
see it?
fine.
Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it here. But you can't take it with you. Nah, Makoto, you a little biatch. Byakuya handed me the file. I flipped through it, and with tense, nervous fingers, suddenly my hand stopped. But I reached the page where photos from the scene of each crime had been collected. God damn. Nah, this is kinda crazy. The names of the Genocide Jack's victims ran on several pages. 30. Bro died at 30. Ken Harvard at 32. Tetsuhiro at 17. Tetsuhiro Honda 17. Shoji Gaku 23. Kono Ise 14. 14? Bro lost his life at 14. Takashi Yoshida 30. Kotsumasa Taro, Takufa Magona, Uchida Nohisa, Takashi Musamune, Yotoyu Mijima. There's no end to it. One thing became perfectly clear as I read. All of the killers counted victims were killed and suspended in the same way. And the scene of the murder was bloodless on their own victims. Now take a look at the page of your body that is. Sorry, I'm tired. I have work to do. Tidbit. The next page. You shaking again, Makoto. Profiling results. All of the crimes took place either on weekdays at night, during holidays, or day at night. The most common time for killing to take place was on a holiday in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggested that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there was any external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder.
So in other words,
This key point here is that the culprit may well have a split personality like some kind of thing you see on TV. So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. This one has more unbelievable than anything else up until now. Or maybe, is it really? I don't know. I feel like my mind is going to know. Genocide Jack case file has been added to your section.
let's go.
Alright, we should get going soon. Where are we going? Anywhere but here. We finished our business. Wait, Byakuya. You're always walking away before me. As usual, Byakuya turned left, and without another word, I hurried out of the library to catch up. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some need to take before the trial. I like that all of us.
I don't have time to play with
Come
you.
on, enough of your annoying Misapprehension. Did you really think we'd be together this whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. More investigation forward.
Goodbye.
Well, goodbye. Just like that, he was going. He asked me a job. Come on, we need to get this case going. See what he
Da, 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 da.
Ding ding ding. Hifumi has discovered evidence revealing the identities corporate.
feel as if
Another state. Evidence what you find. I cannot remember this just yet. But
I'm
I guarantee
sure of
what I
it.
find will still. Oh yeah, Miss Ludingburg. She witnessed something worldwide. Yapping, bro. Who else is here while we were investigating? The same 3 people. Nobody else is investigating. Talk to Kyoko. Hey Kyoko, have you made any progress on your
Indeed.
investigation? Generally speaking.
However,
But I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of. Something besides the investigation. What is it?
well,
Nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the murder.
so then,
Before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its whereabouts.
goodbye.
That's it. I'll be praying for your success. Okay, baby girl. Okay, baby girl. Thank you, Kyoko. I guess I'll take another look at the body then. And Chihiro's handbook is missing. That's definitely worth worrying about. Kyoko said I should examine the body one more time. I know she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. I better give it a shot anyway. Let's see. Chihiro's hands are bound with that, and it looks like some kind of rope. The rope used to prop her up is a crucifix position. Huh? The rope has a plug? Wait, so then this isn't a rope at all. The more I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was a blow to the head. This means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right. That was the issue of being suspended in a fatal blow. At first, I didn't see any reason to think much about either of them. Looking through all the genocide Jack found, there's something not quite right. What does this all mean? The status of the dead body has been added. Well, one thing I likely to tie all these mysteries together is the true matter of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. And to figure that out, there's a certain place I need to revisit and look all over again. Plus, it might help to look at the genocide Jack case file one more time. You sure you don't want to check something else? We checked everything in here. Okay, let's leave.
Damn.
My bad, y'all. What more do you need to check, my boy? We checked everything. Oh, I was tweaking. The big breast essential motto is pretty noticeable too. Girls' locker room doesn't seem like that kind of place you find something like this. Respectfully move out my way, fat bitch. There's a strange stain on the carpet. What is it? boys' locker room carpet has been added to your hand move. Huh? This poster? There's a popular boy band called Tornado. Somehow it doesn't quite seem to fit the boys' locker room. Oh, but wait, that reminds me, the poster in the other room. That's right, there's definitely a strangeness about this. And the boys' locker room is a poster for a model boy, and the girls' locker room is a poster of a big-breasted supermodel. Could the poster ever been switched? If they were, why? And why would it? Maybe I should talk to someone who knows a little more about locker rooms. I know who to talk to. On my way, fat bitch. Oh my god, rest in peace. You spend a lot of time exercising in the girls' locker rooms, right, Sakura?
Of course.
I used it nearly every day since it opened up. Sometimes Hina and I use it together. Okay then, let me ask you something. Do you think the posters in the girls' locker room and the boys' locker room could have been switched?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I can't really say. I never really paid attention to the posters.
However,
there is something that has been bothering me about the locker room. You see, I did drink a protein coffee every time I finished exercising. We have protein coffee in the warehouse. It's not the highest quality, but I don't have any other options. I mix protein powder with coffee and down a glass of it after every exercise. Anyway, the other day I spilled some on the carpet in the girls' bathroom and it left a stain. A stain? But I don't see any stain on the carpet now.
of course.
Exactly, I noticed it earlier. The stain has disappeared. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it, but still, it is actually unusually clean. As if there was never a stain here to begin with. Disappearing stain has been added to the truth bullets. Oh yeah, let's go. Gotta hit the library again. Bye, fat bitch. He said Celeste witnessed something, so we gotta talk to her. Alright. Who the fuck in the gym? I'm trying to talk to Celeste. There ain't nobody fucking in here, bro. Fuck it, we gonna look for Celeste like this then. Get this shit off my screen. We don't need to talk to you, Taka. Bro, Hina, what are you doing here? Bro, Hina, how's Togo been? Same as before, she won't come on, she just keep on mumbling podcast in the chat. Last night today, you left her, my head was all swimming on. I'm getting pretty hungry. Yeah, but don't worry, I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Togo's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about it. Speaking of which, what are you eating? A donut, of course. Of course. There's two things I'm sure God created, outer space and donuts. Maybe. I bet your hero would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was one of her big regrets. I should have tried spending more time with her. Come to think of it, who did she spend time with? She was a little strange. Didn't really hang out with the other girls much. It was like she was trying to distance herself from us. Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and Chihiro invited her to exercise with us, she always refused.
Yeah, totally.
Yep, it's true. And it wasn't just either. It was just like she stayed away from all the other girls. Or was she just shy? I don't know. She talked to all the boys all the time. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around your own sex, but totally fine with the opposite sex? Oh wait, maybe she was used to a guy spoiling her. The law says that you can't judge a book by its cover, right? Think so? I never really saw her as that kind of girl. I'm glad I talked to you. Why are we going in the kitchen? I'm hungry, y'all. No, I'm playing. We still didn't find Celeste either. Where is this bitch? She always be down the hall. She not down the hall, bro. So fool me, big ass, bro. She better not be in her room during investigation time or I'ma flash out, bro. I'ma crash out. This is Celeste's room. I thought there's any clues here. Bro, I need to talk to her. Where is she? There she is. Where's the warehouse? Is this the warehouse? Yep. Celeste, what are you doing here? This warehouse is amazing. It has absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to towels, there's an endless supply to choose. I see that, but you haven't found anything related to the case.
Most unfortunate.
I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless. Did you find something? Very well. I will tell you and only you.
Actually,
Last night, I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse. What?
indeed.
This was right before nighttime.
What are you doing out this late?
Oh, I was just...
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
What? How did you know?
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it.
Yes, indeed.
I assumed she was merely stocking up to go exercise the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this would ever have happened. Get what you deserve, I suppose. So apparently she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise while the strange thing is, there was no trace of that tracksuit bag. Which would mean that the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. Celeste's account. Alright. I'm talking to Celeste. Let's head back to the library. I'm getting the hang of where everything is. Let's wait till the third floor opens, bro. I'm trying to check. This lamp won't turn on. Oh, I see it's not plugged in. The lamp's cord isn't even long enough to reach the outlet from here, but the last time I saw it was definitely on and it wasn't right here. Oh, that's right, Byakuya was using an extension cord. There was no extension cord near, I wonder now. Library desk lamp has been added to the troop bullets. The desk lamp, Byakuya grabbed that one thing from over there and put it over there. Look at them cases out. I know it's around here somewhere. Oh, it's gone. Someone take it out the archive, but the only one who would do something like that. I can't think of anyone but Byakuya. The trial is about to start. How long have I been streaming? 45.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in? It's the moment. You remember
We're
where
almost
to
not
meet,
done
right?
investigating.
Please go through the...
It's about to begin. The red door is right around through here. Yeah, we're gonna do the class trial in the stream. I've only been streaming for 45. Let's keep it going. So everyone ready to what? Am I blind or are we missing someone?
Yo.
Yeah, Toko's not here. Toko is? Really don't remember?
Come on!
I'm kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? He's a crucial part of the class trial this time.
What are you gonna do?
Okie dokie. I'll go ahead and drag her out here. Keep me streaming, get some money, please. Just like that, set a few minutes later. He reappeared, dragging Toko behind him. I told him I don't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you would drag a girl around. You're terrible, you're terrible. So now everyone here, right? Okay, then let's also put an elevator. Let's get this show on the road. You got that.
Let's go.
So, shall we? Let's find out who killed Chihiro. Chihiro Fujisaki. He was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with him. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. I ain't letting that shit slide. And the murderer is one of us. Someone standing right here. I'm doing no talking.
It's
You
true.
have to do this, yes. I gave a small nod and replied. My last breath, I'm walking towards the elevator. With each step, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, I feel like beginning to descend. I get a handle on my emotions and can't stop speculating. Came to a sudden stop. Damn, the trial room. The trial room look crazy. Yeah, do look inside it, my boy. You did it good. Don't waste your time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with. Feel good. You're rip-roaring. Let's go. Gotta say, I don't hate it at all. Okay then. Let's get the show on the road.
Chills! Chills!
Everyone,
Kills!
please find your assigned seats. And so, the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly toot, a deadly poot, a deadly fate, a deadly cross trial. Yes, let's save. Override. Alright, let's check our true bullets. Yeah, we got about everything we need. Give me some of my skills. I don't know where I learned these skills at, but they put on. Oh yeah, I learned them when I was talking to
Let's
friends.
begin with a basic explanation of the class trial.
Oh my god, I don't have to talk during the class trial,
your
just
votes will
remember.
determine the results.
Welcome.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will
This is
receive
the
punishment.
Chihiro class
But
trial.
if you pick then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon!
First we have to make clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow. It was a hammer.
Chihiro. Fatal injury. It
Gotta
appears
remember
it
the
was a
control.
head wound.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
I missed. What?
Chihiro's fatal injury.
It appears it was according to the Monokuma file. What kind of blunt?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Fuck no.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong. I probably should have let it play through, bro.
Can we agree
My
that
bad,
the
y'all.
object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell found at the scene of the crime? It was covered in blood. And there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused
Cook
that kind
Makoto,
of
let him
injury.
cook Makoto.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the
Motherfucker
shape
talking
of the
about an
dumbbell.
iron pipe, bro. He clearly didn't visit the crime scene. You know what he was doing in his room? Rolling a J.
As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
Yes! That's so creepy!
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Bro, you keep saying this, bro. Did he really kill Chihiro? A new element has been added to the non-stop debates. Absolutely. For this debate, lines of white noises will appear to disrupt your reaction. Your truth bullets will disappear if they hit these. I didn't see what... Press the X button to attach the silencer, which you can use to shoot down the white noise. However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease, so take careful aim when you put your silencer on. Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. In which case you can forget about the silencer and just focus on your situation in front of you. Well then, good luck, have fun. Bro, do you really think I put my shit on gentle, bro? Come on, bro. You know you finna be using that silencer. Come here.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
No, that's wrong.
Oh, what's wrong?
I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library.
Show him what you got.
I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
Get your freaky ass.
It's actually bloodlust.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
No.
Shoot!
Is how the victim was
I
positioned.
got it! Apparently,
Tweaking.
in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes, in fact, it's Toko.
What?
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on.
honest. Toko has, like, bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack?
Another riddle. Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
I remember how. That's looking real nice. Schizophrenia. What the fuck? What word is this? Bro, what word is this? What word is that? No way I just lost because I can't figure out what word that is.
I refuse to give up yet!
I refuse to give up yet. I still don't know what this word is. Schizo.
Now I understand!
And I literally said schizophrenia.
Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Huh?
I think I read that somewhere in the file, too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa...
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
I got it! You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
Yeah.
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can't.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
What?
You promised. I can't believe you lied.
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to. This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale. Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise...
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me. That's the only reason I promised.
How many times do I have to tell you? I never said that, but you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried.
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished.
You...
Hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see?
Genocide.
What the heck? So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What the fuck is this?
Toko, what happened to you?
Not Toko, that's a loser name. And what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's fault.
She's crazy.
Intense.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you. I am the mastermind of all Just kidding!
Then it's not... Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link... And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless! I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town!
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory... Well, let's assume that Toko's secret, if a secret like that came to... So she had a very clear motive to never...
Interesting. Very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth!
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah! I could never believe a word you say, you monster!
Maybe she's totally right about that, but something still bothers me. What she said, I get some more details before this. Oh god, like, me and Makoto thinking the same right now. Thinking status of the dead
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone!
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking!
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What more proof do we need? Give it up. You killed her.
Sorry,
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking!
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
No, it's wrong!
God!
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that. I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How is it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you! I murder with passion and conviction. I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee. This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that, in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
One clear difference is...
I got it! For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors. But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method? And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right! In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the turtle, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto.
Could you please stop them? So, are you sick?
I got it! Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrist.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them. Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement. Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac? I like that.
Are you referring to me?
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case. There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered. Figure that out, and it...
I got it! Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
They were all guys?
That's right! The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men! I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl! And the mopey side of me just hates it! But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
So, since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely when you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lowly cur!
Lowly cur?
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, Why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect!
That does make some amount of sense.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Or maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class, envy of the entire world scissors!
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
She pulled them bitches out. Where did you get those from?
She's fully equipped. That's right. So I can go anywhere, anytime. Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong. You can't, can you? Gutter dogs, all of you. Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway.
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
Yo, bitch.
Here's my answer. Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't...
Are you saying...
Then the reason he pushed the theory of genocide because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp. The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Oh.
Well, Byakuya, what's your
I see. So now then I must ask. When would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange. You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead.
Next, we're going to add something called a true flashback. If you aim at a weak spot and hold down the triangle button, then you'll memorize the weak spot. The memorized phase can only shot once as a single true flash. If you shoot or change the true bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use the flashback feature as many times as you want. If you don't seem to have an answer or lie contradictory loaded in your true bullet, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot. Oh, I get it. Oh my god, they added so much stuff.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls...
That's a natural reaction for any guy! The victim was Chihiro, who was a... So, of course,
I would suggest we check...
there was no time for... What's so strange?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before...
But he was acting... If you're presented with the opportunity...
That's a natural... The victim was Chihiro, so, of course, I would suggest we... There was no time for... What's so strange?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
Shoot!
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of...
But he was acting... If you're presented with the opportunity...
That's a natural... The victim was Chihiro.
No, that's wrong!
Oh, that's wrong, nigga. 420.
I'll tell you what's so strange about that. Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was. So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
Huh?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us. What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is. I think.
There is more to it. We just talked about the differences between the proof you're looking for.
Oh?
I got it.
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
Shoot!
What? The difference? You want me to explain? When I want to kill, I use my very own specials, and I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I've never seen that rope before in my life.
No, it's wrong! Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because, you see, that rope, or should I say, that extension cord?
What? An extension?
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, and the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder. And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
It's like he's not even involved. Wait, not even involved.
What's wrong? I asked you if you...
Hell yes, that's what happened.
I don't disagree with not...
You kept calling this a game, right?
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Sure. Do we really need to?
I know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it... What about all that bothers you?
Byakuya remarked just now, there's something...
I got it! You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker. How could the scene of the crime...
Well, along with the rest of the murder scene.
The rest? That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
I believe I do.
Did I just take you off guard? When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, Byakuya would be so confident until now. Maybe Byakuya never realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Hey! Don't just move on without permission! What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's...
Alright, man. Motherfuckers think I'm playing with they dumbass. They think they know everything the whole time. I know everything. Goofies.
Shoot!
I don't know everything, y'all. I'm sorry. I know which one it is now. Then it's the poster. It's the poster. It could be the stain. It's the stain. It's the stain. No. It's not this. It's the stain. No! I clicked the stain. I didn't click that. They on me, y'all.
I got it! The proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
The poster in the girl, a picture of a big-boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange? Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
And there's one other thing I know. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Protein coffee?
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
I got it! The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think? In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the blood-stained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Huh?
Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place? To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device, but Chihiro's handbook should have only... She had no way.
No, she did have a way, and I
highly doubt that.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done...
Oh my god, the yap he's about to give. I'm about to shut that shit down so fast.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook! She was the ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
He was actually clicking the time. But she was just a little bit off now.
No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using...
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup. Hit the nail square.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said.
You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify...
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is...
It seems like there's no way she could...
Okay, then.
Hold on, I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the... You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say? There's no way she could get in the boys' locker.
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What? What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial?
Wait. Just...
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting.
Huh? It'll make... Well, all right then. I declare an official clap. Now then, what is it you want to show us?
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations.
Where are we going? We headed back to the scene of the crime.
The girls' locker room?
We've already searched this place.
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time. Be sure to examine the entire body.
Examine her.
No, wait.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything.
Very well.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have...
No, it's okay. I think so just leave the...
What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? That's not it at all.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
I feel like my voice for her is kind of spot on, bro.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that. What? This is...
What is it?
Not possible. It's not possible. This girl is
what?
Is a boy!
I see. So she was actually
What? You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Then it's really true.
Chihiro was a guy?
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat. Chihiro Fujisaki was totally a guy.
He was a cross-dresser? Oh, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone. Now let's ride this...
That's crazy, bro.
I do apologize for keeping you waiting. We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
I think that Chihiro was actually a guy. Thought it never even crossed my mind.
And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion.
He just spit, bro.
The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
This is the most titillating situation.
So now everything has been connected.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still...
Very...
He's off.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya's the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it. But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy, if you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Mark it as correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say? Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
We're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? Damn straight. Count me in.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or...
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very...
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our...
I got it!
Since the scene when the car was in the boys' locker room, you would need a boy's handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook is apparently broken, the killer will have to use their own. In other words, it has to be a guy. That's still not enough. We need to find some more clues. So let's count.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Shoot!
Isn't there a single clue? Did nobody get...
I'm sure someone saw the...
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some...
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
What?
Shoot!
Celeste did see the victim.
Isn't there a single clue?
Did nobody get... I'm sure someone saw the...
Perhaps someone saw the victim at...
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over.
It's all... You want to know who saw the killer?
And only the killer.
No, it's wrong!
Bitch ass nigga. Oh yes, nigga.
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes. I did see him.
Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this. The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag, and then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
Track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as
Well, I better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
Oh, what a marvelous friendship!
The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right?
But knowing what we know...
No. You all...
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Who is it?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer. Focus on the details of these items. And
are you sure? You really think we can figure out who...
What? You want to track down some...
Even if we have the equipment for that,
As was noted, the evidence is already...
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences.
Easy for you to... But fine. Celeste, did you... The bag was... All the bags in there are the same...
Well, if I remember right, there was a... Do you think there might be some connection?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and...
Somehow it's really hard to believe. It's so hard to believe, bitch.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was heading. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black. Shoot!
First of all, he was on his way, so next we have... Why did he choose...
What do you mean, this...
I got it! It matched the one...
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit.
Cause exercising...
I have a white tracksuit, personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us getting closer?
No way. Not a chance.
First of all, we know which he was on his way, so next we have to ask, why did he choose...
What do you mean, this...
I got it! It matched the one the culprit was...
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even... Cause exercising...
I have a white track. I got it from the...
Did any of that really help us?
No way. Not a chance.
You heard him, right? First of all, we know where Chihiro was. He was on his way to go exit. So next we have to ask,
why did he choose...
What do you mean, this...
I got it! It matched the one...
So, what? The killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't... Cause exercising...
I have a white track. I got it from the...
Did any of that really help us?
No way. Not a chance.
First of all, he was on his way, so next we... Why did he choose...
What do you mean, the specific...
I got it! It matched the one the culprit...
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
What the fuck? Which one is it?
Shoot!
First of all, we know where Chihiro was heading. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific...
What do you mean, the specific...
I got it! It matched the one...
So, what? The killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a track. Cause exercising...
I have a white tracksuit, person.
I got it from the...
Did any of that really help us?
No way. Not a chance.
I'm losing my mind, bro. I don't know which one it is.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was heading. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask,
why did he choose...
What do you mean, the specific...
I got it! It matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
I'm cooked, y'all.
Shoot!
I refuse to give up yet.
I refuse to give up yet.
First of all, we know where he was on his way, so next bit, why did he choose?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! It matched the one...
So, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
Bitch. What?
Shoot!
First of all, he was on his way to go, so next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit?
What do you mean, the specific...
I got it! He picked that track. It matched the one the culprit was...
So, what's your... The killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit.
Oh my
No,
god.
it's wrong. Hold on a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said... She never said anything about the jacket's color, so why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you...
Hey, Celeste, what color...
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
And before we began the trial,
The only one I told about.
Then... Mondo, how did you...
Because I'm sure he saw the clothes at some...
No, that the bag and clothes were surely...
Then the only reason he could have known what color the is if he saw Cherry with it before he died!
Cherry?
So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit?
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
no, that can't be it either. When Celeste noticed it, she just ran into him briefly.
It would appear you...
Perhaps. Could you hand focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with?
Ah, now your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the... That's why you said you knew who did it.
That's right. Mondo was my target all along. I have...
But why?
That's a good question. There was a... Maybe you only called and after he... Once I...
Are you a witch? She's a witch!
You're No, not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Mondo, did you really...
I
Shut
didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me, judging it. What gives you the right to
Yeah! He would never do something like that! This is a false accusation!
It's true. My reasoning on that...
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
My time has nearly come. That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you
already
telling
have
me
one.
you found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
on there somewhere.
Actually,
No, I didn't.
no.
I've been streaming for an hour,
About it
43
here
minutes.
calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man.
Turn it to the
Just
left.
tell us.
If you really insist, then, here it is.
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. Shoot!
Damn, Chihiro.
I got it! Well, that's what
I imagine the culprit.
That's odd.
You're right. They're totally...
And yet, for all your confidence,
How?
Not what I meant to press. I meant to press the one at the top, y'all.
Shoot!
Look, I was wrong anyway. I didn't click that again.
I got it!
I'm at one heart, y'all.
I think it's a necessary piece of information.
But if I tell you, and someone else...
Just tell us already.
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. Then allow me to make a special announcement. The week when it's exposed to high temperature ice.
You knew it?
Yeah, 'cause I found the handbook laying. The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. It's because as your sweat evaporates, if the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Interesting.
That is a mere trifling...
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely...
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its...
But how'd they find...
Indeed.
What if they
What do you mean?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke? They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard. And once they had Chihiro's handbook...
I won't say it's not possible. I don't know of anyone who took their hand...
I might know someone who... Whoa! I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
We know who it is, bro. Don't ask me such a dumbass question, Mako. Big Mac. Who's this
Here's
bastard?
my answer! Mondo. Your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What? Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago. And for the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on. But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniforms. And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that...
No, wait, hold on! I don't accept this!
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook even that proves...
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine!
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
Let's test if what he says you broke your own. In other words, if Mondo's then that proves...
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine!
See? Look! Makoto was wrong. Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
Let's test if what he says you broke your own handbook. In other words, if then that proves...
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine!
See? Makoto was
Bro,
wrong.
I can't get to it. Come on, y'all, we gonna get it this time.
What he says you broke
Let's
your
hope
own. In other
let's
words,
hope that we right, cause I think it's half a
Well,
heart.
my goddamn handbook works just fine!
Oh my fucking god, these fucking letters in the way, and when I try to shoot it with the suppressor, it just takes my time away.
Let's test if what
Oh
he
my God.
said you broke your own. In other words,
I know what to do.
if then that proves...
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine!
And it's not even fucking card reader. I'm cooked, y'all.
Shoot!
I'm gonna have a heart.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook, then that proves that what Makoto...
Well, my goddamn handbook works just...
Come here.
No, that's wrong!
No, that's wrong. You heard him.
Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
The fuck is that?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall, isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually worked. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced... After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never...
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
So then, the broken handbook in them, which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right. But doesn't that violate the school regulations?
Well, there is a rule about loaning your... It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, as such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse...
Well, Mondo, if I'm wrong about this, I'm happy to admit...
What's wrong, bro? You are wrong! Everything you just said is...
Okay, then why don't we look back on it? That way, everything...
Alright, we about to get to it. Let me get this fire ass music. Come on. No, that's the boys' locker room entrance. That's not it. Ain't this from the last case, bro? Up. That's it. Alright, Act 2. Let's make this shit make sense, yo. It's gotta be this one. With your hero walking in the door. It's that one. Wait, is that Byakuya's hand? No, that's not Byakuya's hand. Okay. Nigga just realized what you just did, bro. Nah, you need that, yeah. What goes right there? God, this case is actually pretty hard, bro. I already know what everything that happens. Say that. Could it be? Oh God, let's get this shit.
The killer is you! First, let's take a look back before the incident. At the time, she was a...
Yup, it was a duffel bag. Come on,
something was a
get this shit.
tracksuit. With bag in hand, she made her way to the lock. But how could the victim?
Yeah.
Simple. Because she was, which is why he was able to use his own. Once inside, it seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell and attacked him. And that's where the bloodstains on the... It was like... Which is why the killer then removing...
Let's get this.
And finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the... But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessary. After all, Sayaka and Junko's using one of those.
What? And I just lost her now, bro. No way.
I refuse to give up yet.
I'm still gonna have to do that one thing too, bro. This stream is in there being so long. I gotta redo the whole thing. Oh my god. I'm trying to smoke a blind, bro. Hold on, let me lock in real quick then. Fuck it. No way, right? Take it off, take it off. That's what I'm guessing it is. Oh wait, no, I had that right, Alright, y'all, this should be it.
The killer is you!
I'm locked. Yeah, this is where we fucked up at. There will be no more fuck ups.
After all, using...
Yup.
And now the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys and girls. That could have been the end of things. Byakuya discovered the body and... So he went... He used... Then, using the... He wanted to create... And around the same time that the killer, having there, they planned to destroy... And just as the killer expected, somehow, and the reason they knew that, and that's how... Isn't that right, Mondo Orada?
We figured it out, boys. It was you.
Wait, is your ever you without any proof?
I literally just proved it, bro. Oh my god, y'all. Bro, I don't remember how to do this shit. Why am I arguing with you?
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False.
Forgot how to shoot. I forgot how to shoot. I forgot how to shoot.
Show me some
I think
evidence.
it's square.
I won't listen.
It's triangle.
I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. You're corrupt. I refuse to vote. I refute you. False. You're corrupt.
Bro, I can't see it.
Show me some evidence. I won't listen. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen.
Get your bitch ass on my face,
Show me some
Taka.
evidence.
Get your bitch ass on my face, bro. I literally almost didn't survive this, y'all, bro. Like, I can't see that shit. How the fuck is that supposed to
If
be?
my thinking so far is right, Mondo must have replaced his broken...
Yeah, I did it. I killed him.
He admitted. Y'all, I'm gonna do a quick save, bro. I'm gonna come back tomorrow for a fucking for the fucking punishment, bro. I'm so fucking tired, y'all. Let me see. Look at my save. Alright, I'm gonna end stream here. We had 2 hours. Drop by tomorrow. Thanks for the viewers. And we're gonna do the punishment